Hello and welcome to Newscentre. With me, Parikshit Luthra. The political turmoil in Rajasthan Congress is our top focus today. Congress may have swung into damage control mode. Observers have recommended that Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot be kept out of the Congress presidential race. The recommendation comes after over 90 legislators loyal to Chief Minister Gehlot have put forth their resignations to Assembly Speaker. The resignations came right before the scheduled Congress Legislature Party meeting to decide on his successor. The MLAs were miffed with the leadership for reportedly looking at Sachin Pilot take charge of the Chief Minister's post once Gehlot gets elected as the party president. Remember, Pilot led a failed rebellion against Ashok Gehlot a few years ago. Joining me now to take this forward is political analyst Desh, Ratan, Nigam and senior journalist Sharat Pradhan. Sharat Pradhan, how do you see this rebellion in the Rajasthan Congress? This is an open defiance of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi's leadership. What signal does it really send out?
Well, it's simply, in a nutshell, what it conveys is a lack of adequate leadership in the party. And it's, it is typical of the Congress to be going on a suicidal path. And this, had it not been, I think there is lack of leadership. When I say, it means that if such a development was taking place, and the Congress president had sent her nominees there to take, as observers, which is Lalit Makan and Khadge. Now, there was every reason for them to be knowing that such a development was taking place. So it reflects poor leadership. And I will also not be surprised if, this is an occasion for the BJP to jump. It is like giving it to the BJP on a platter and a chance to strike their Operation Lotus, as it is called. Because these are the kind of things one had witnessed in Punjab. I don't know why the Congress doesn't wake up, especially at a time when Rahul Gandhi was carrying out this much publicized Bharat Jodo Yatra, and which was seeming to get some success somewhere, was making dents at the right places. And at this juncture, if this kind of a development takes place in a state like Rajasthan, where Congress has been doing pretty well, shows that there is something wrong somewhere. And I would also not be surprised if there could be a BJP hand behind it. It could be anything. It is also lack of leadership of the Congress. At the same time, if Congress allows BJP to mess up with them in this manner, then it is also a bigger shame for the Congress.
Right. All right. Desh, Ratan, Nigam, to come to you, do you think this crisis could have been avoided? Could things in Rajasthan, the transition for Ashok Gehlot from Rajasthan to the Congress party president's post, could it have been handled better?
Parikshit, no, it could not have been handled better, because the underlying cause, one has to pay attention to the underlying cause. The underlying cause is that the Sonia and family wants to wield power without any accountability. Hence, they wanted a puppet president. And once you want a puppet president, and Gehlot knew about it very clearly, therefore he did not want to give up his CM's post. And the actual power resides in the state. He would have been a puppet president, which he clearly knew. And therefore, the real cause of the entire crisis is the de facto control of the Congress party through a puppet president by Sonia and family. Till that changes, nothing will change in the Congress. And there is a clear possibility that once you allow two factions to fight, and in fact manufacture their fight, the central leadership manufactures the fight in the state, then both these leaders weaken and the central leadership becomes strong, which is a standard operating procedure when you divide and rule. That is exactly what is happening. Yes, Gehlot and Sachin Pilot have a history, animosity and rivalry both, and 2020 episode is also very clear. But if you recall, Gehlot has always become a CM at the expense of somebody else. CP Joshi in 2008, and subsequently in 2018, when it was said the Sachin Pilot was actually responsible for the Congress's win in Rajasthan, he again became the president. So because of his closeness or sycophancy with the Sonia and family. So if you look at the entire, chain of events, this was bound to happen. It could not have been handled better because the underlying cause is very different. It is not mere rivalry between Gehlot and the Pilot camp. It lies with the central leadership. Central leadership does not want to lose control in any way of their control over the Congress. And secondly, say for example, it is accepted that Gehlot is out of the race, then Shashi Tharoor, there is a chance that Shashi Tharoor becomes the president of the party. Then will he be a problem for the Sonia and family? Because he carries a lot of independent might. But then he has got certain criminal cases against him, which are still pending against him. That is also an issue with the Congress has to handle.
All right. Mr. Nigam, we'll have to wait and see who all filed their nominations. Shashi Tharoor has taken a form for the post of Congress President. He will be filing his nomination. That is what we hear. Ashok Gehlot, the reports now coming in is that he may not file his nomination at all. Sharat, Pradhan, we believe that Kamal Nath will now be holding meetings with Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Do you think that he could be their choice of candidate, even though they say they will be neutral in this election? He will be the person whom they will be indirectly backing in this election? Possible choice, maybe a good choice. What do you feel?
No, well, it may good or bad, one cannot say at this juncture what Kamal Nath used to be and what Kamal Nath is. We have seen how he handled his own state and virtually lost power. The point is that, what is being missed out and what the BJP minds are thinking is very clearly evident. What is being overlooked is the fact that Sachin Pilot had the way he had been bought over by the BJP. It was an open secret. The manner in which he was sitting in their lap in Manesar when he tried to wean away Congress MLAs, and he failed in his mission. After that, there was no reason for the Congress party to have given him this kind of importance that he got. Fine, he's a young, enthusiastic leader, but that doesn't mean that you should be betraying the party. Ashok Gehlot, for that matter, has never betrayed the party. He has, and he's also been very loyal to the Gandhis. To say that he has stage managed this sounds quite ridiculous. That why should he be doing it? If he did not want to become the Congress president, or they say as puppet president, which is laughable, then there was no, he could have stopped. He is holding fort in Rajasthan, and everybody knows that he has his own, because if that was not the case, then 92 out of the 108 MLAs would not have stood up in his support and against Sachin Pilot. Sachin Pilot has cut a very sorry figure in this whole game, but there seems to be, that is why I suspect that there could be a BJP hand, because Sachin had played into the BJP hands, and he could have become an instrument again in pushing himself in this case, so that this was very natural for Ashok Gehlot to have reacted in this manner. And with all these people, I mean, I don't believe that all these MLAs could have resigned without the concurrence of Ashok Gehlot. But there is something else cooking, and BJP with all its with what is called the Lotus Operation Lotus, so it could be trying this anywhere.
Right.
And how vicious can they get?
All right. So let's wait and see. All right, let's wait and see. We still have about 3 days to go for the nomination period to end. Let's wait and see what happens in this election for the Congress president, also the rebellion in Rajasthan. But clearly, the leadership is upset with Ashok Gehlot, and Ashok Gehlot has made it very clear that he will not have anything to do with Sachin Pilot when it comes to the Chief Minister's position. We've run out of time, but Desh, Ratan, Nigam, Sharat, Pradhan, thank you very much for joining us here on Newscentre. We're going to take a short break, but coming up, rumours surrounding President Xi Jinping flood social media. We'll get you a fact check from China after this short break. Don't go anywhere.